some amazing purchases, as well as some incredible option selling moves. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Isaiah, and in this video we're going to talk about all that we've accomplished today, as well as our plans for the upcoming week. But if you're new to the channel, this is an income generating account where we sell cash secured puts, covered calls, do credit spreads, and collect dividends in order to generate consistent weekly income. Last week we generated $750, and this week we're going to do something similar. So let's dive right into the video. I always like to show my trade history for full transparency. Never want to hide any moves we're making. So let's take a look starting on December 15th. That's today. All the money we collected selling options. I believe that option selling is the best way to generate income for small accounts, large accounts, mid-size, any size. But remember, my trades are my opinions and they should never be taken as financial advice. So let's take a look first at MSTX. This is a double leveraged micro strategy fund. We had two contracts at the $7 put. What does that mean? That means we agreed to buy it for $7 a share. Well, that stock is well below $7, and I didn't feel like getting assigned just yet. So what I did is I rolled the position out. I'm still agreeing to buy it for $7 a share. Haven't traded any facet of that position outside of the date. All I did was give myself more time. By rolling it out to January 30th, I earned another $76. I got paid to extend my contract further out. That's pretty awesome, and that's what I did with all these positions. I rolled them out to a further expiration date. The only one I want to talk a little bit more on, again, is the covered call short roll. So when you sell a covered call, you're agreeing to sell a stock for a predetermined price, and that's what I did with Bloomin, BLMN. I like this company, and I have the $7.50 strike price. That means I'm agreeing to sell the stock for $7.50. Well, I don't want to sell it just yet. I want to capture as much income as I can. So I rolled this position, captured another $22. Again, this is on top of all the money I've already captured from rolling the position, opening the position, things like that. Just by giving myself more time on the contract, I'm getting paid more income, more credits that I am taking and reinvesting into other income generators in my account. So as I mentioned, I like to sell options. That's my favorite way. I do some credit spreads. And then the other big way, along with options, is dividends. So let's take a quick peek here on our dividends that are going to hit the account tomorrow. We have COYY and TSYY. These are our ultra yielders in this account. We have ultra yielders and some normal high yielders and some more stable positions. But with the ultra yielders, COYY, TSYY, we are getting $163 from TSYY. We already have our 1,000 shares there. So we're going to take that money and reinvest it into another fund. And then we're getting $129 from COYY. Part of that is going to get reinvested. And let's talk a little bit more about that because that leads me into some of the purchases we made today. But before we go any further, I want to give a quick shout out to the beautiful Premium Generals. They are a wonderful group where I post exclusive content such as educational videos on how to sell a cash secured put, how to sell a covered call, how to do credit spreads, how to do debit spreads. I just posted a video recently on how to do the strangle method in investing. So a lot of cool investment videos in there, educational ones. And then obviously I do private portfolio updates. I post to this group about 4 to 6 times a week. So there is over 70 videos in there. Come check it out, the Premium General playlist. It's $10. Might learn something, and on top of that, you get to be in every single video. So if you'd like to see your name, your face in this videos, come check it out. We'd love to have you. And with that being said, let's get back into the video. Okay, we're back in the account here. Let's go down and take a look at COYY because that's where we left off. All these option positions we have open. Let's get past them. All right, here we are, COYY. Well, all the income we generated today, you probably saw these amounts in our trade history just a minute ago. And with that, as you can see, we collected 76, 22, 11, 20, 34. Those are the amounts we saw in our trade history. What I did was took that money and invest it all into COYY. I'm using income to buy more income generators. My goal is to get 500 shares of COYY. As you can see, we are at 490. We only need 10 shares. So that $129 is going to go right back into COYY, and that'll get us our 10 shares we need. Anything left over, I'm going to reinvest into probably QYLD. That's one of our covered call ETFs. So COYY, perfect. TSYY, we're getting another $163 from them. We're not reinvesting any of that back into TSYY. We are taking that income, putting it into another income generator. As you can see here, we have done this now. This will be the third week in a row, I believe, where we're taking, now second week, sorry. Second week in a row where we are getting paid some income and, no, third, you're right, it is third. This will be a third week in a row we're getting paid from TSYY and not reinvesting it. We're taking that money and putting it into other funds. And that's the whole focus and the goal of this account, is to generate income. And we do that and then put that income into other income generators. So TSYY has helped us to fund COYY. It's helped us to fund the Cornerstone funds, which we bought $100 worth of each today. It's their ex-dividend day. So we are going to get a nice little paycheck from them at the end of this month between Christmas and New Year's. Both CLM and CRF, I want to get $3,000 by the end of 2026. We are at $1,530 for both of them, over halfway, making small purchases as we can. And especially on days where it pulls below our cost average, that's beautiful for us. PDI, my all-time favorite dividend payer, it's currently 623 shares. We put $45 in there today. Small daily investments, they will add up large over time. I want to get 1,000 shares of these by the end of March 2026. We'll see if we can get there. Again, I believe I will, with small, consistent buys, and especially below the $18 mark. I love PDI. I own it in multiple portfolios of mine, and if I can get it below 18, I feel like I'm winning. So PDI, we're at 623. We made some more purchases today. And tomorrow, we're going to try to roll a couple more of our option positions. Talk more on that with the premium generals on which groups I'm looking at. But here, I'm going to take that income and reinvest it into perhaps QYLD. We're at 2563. I do want to get 500 shares for this, but I don't really have a definitive timeline like I do with the other ones. I'm guesstimating the end of 2027 is when I'll get that 500 shares. I know that's a long ways away, and people say, well, you have plenty of buying power. Why don't you just buy it now? That's not how I like to operate on any size of account. This is a smaller account, and I don't want to use up all the margin I have available and put it right into QYLD now, because you never know. We could have a huge recession in 2026. Who knows? And that's perfect buying opportunity. We could have a huge run-up in 2026. I don't know. Nobody does. So I like to use income to generate income that I'm generating from funds. I put that income in other funds to generate more income. And then with my buying power and margin, I'll make some small daily purchases here and there just to maximize it. But I'm never going to put too much out at one time. That's not how I like to trade. And that's not how I believe you should approach investing. You know, I know it's exciting, and I've had a couple people say, well, if you would have just put $10,000 more in a TSYY a week ago or a month ago, you would have been flat and you would have had way more income. And you're right, it would have worked out that way. But here's what probably would have happened. I would have put $10,000 more into TSYY, and the stock would have plummeted in half. And then I would have lost so much money on the return on capital. In terms of even the dividend payouts aren't going to get up to the actual loss in the NAV. So I say that as I think it's important to make sure you don't just go out and purchase as much as you can just because you want to generate more income now. Be patient, be consistent, and your account will grow. We're not supposed to become millionaires overnight. I know people have been, but I believe it's better to be consistent than lucky. So that's, again, my personal opinion, not financial advice. And with that being said, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you in the next one.